Hello, this is the Kotner Flipped Classroom Lesson Plan. I have chosen the Faux Flipped Classroom Choice Board and assignments because I cannot actually do a true flipped classroom because we're not allowed to give our students assignments other than 30 minutes of reading for pleasure at home. And so they will need to watch the videos in the classroom, but it is a fifth grade class. They have a choice board involving trials and the legal system as far as the courtroom. And the length of the lesson is that they have this choice board for the whole first week to prepare for the second week, which will be the mock trial. There are two videos. They're both posted on Kaltura. They both go over, one of them is an article that talks about the benefits of having a mock trial in school for students. And the other one actually goes over the mock trial that we will be doing as far as the Rapunzel case. So the goals and standards are that the learners have a choice board with two videos to choose from. In one video, there's an article about the mock trials that I mentioned, and then the other video actually explains the mock trial that we will be doing. So this will only be the second week of fifth grade. They may know something about trials from possible TV shows or movies, but I don't expect them to know a lot, and that is why this choice board is so important, because they will fill in a lot of gaps and they will have a lot of learning by doing and completing the assignments on the choice board. And they will need to be doing it in class. And so I will explain with the choice board what I mean. So here is the choice board. And so they can either read chapter 2 in their social studies book or Lois Edwards' trial book. They have a choice. And then there are 4 worksheets. And then there are the 2 videos. So they have choices. And this year, my school has the motto of student voice and choice. So we want them to have a hand in choosing their own path, being responsible for their learning. So by giving them a choice board, that supports this theme of the year for student growth. But they will need to follow the directions. So down here it says Kotner Classroom Choice Board, week of September 11th to 15th, 2023. It says you must read one source, you must watch one video, you must complete 2 worksheets, create 1 worksheet for peers to complete, and you must write 1 3-paragraph assignment. You may complete more than 1 item if you have time. This will prepare you for the class discussions and the mock trial that will be held during social studies time this week and next week. The teacher is available for guidance and answers should you have questions or need help. So, depending on if they choose to read the social studies chapter or the Lois Edwards book, then they will need to write 3 paragraphs about the trial book, or 3 paragraphs about the chapter 2 social studies book. And then here, depending on if they choose video 1 or video 2, then they would need to write 3 paragraphs about whichever video they chose. And then they will be able to create a worksheet for peers to complete. So if they watched video 1, they could write a worksheet, create one about video 1. If they watch video 2, they may create a worksheet about video 2. They could also create a worksheet about the trial book or about the chapter 2 social studies chapter. So it really just depends, but some of my advanced learners will finish quicker than their peers. And so instead of them being bored or messing around, they have a lot of things that they could be working on that will enrich their learning, and they won't be bored and they won't be messing around or possibly getting into trouble because they're bored and they have nothing to do. And then for those students that may be a little slower, they only have to do the things that it specifies in the directions. So if they don't do more than that, it is perfectly fine. They do not have to. As long as they do the required assignments, then they are fine, and they will be enriched satisfactorily, that they will be able to participate in the classroom discussions, and they will have fun and learn a lot with the mock trial. So the worksheets they can choose from. Worksheet 1 is trial vocabulary, so making sure that they understand these important terms. Worksheet 2 is roles of the characters. What's a bailiff? What's a plaintiff? What's a defendant? Worksheet 3. Sorry. Worksheet 3. So, oh my, that is not working out. Worksheet 3. What do you already know? Explain the purpose of law in your own words. What rights do you have? What do you know about the law? Define it. And then, after you've done all your learning, what's law to you now? How have your views changed? Explain why we have the law. Should there be exceptions to a law? And things like that. So, by giving the students a voice and choice, then they are better equipped and more engaged in their learning. And so, this flipped classroom model, or the faux classroom flipped plan, will be very engaging for my students because they will be able to choose what they're going to do and how they will complete their assignments. Thank you.